Hi, I'm Steve Adubato. It is our pleasure to welcome for the first time on our set Mark Demetriou.
Thank you.
Who is the author of a book called Lessons from My Grandfather, Wisdom for Success in Business and Life. Good to see you, Mark.
Nice to see you as well. Thank you.
Tell us about your grandfather.
Just a fantastic individual. I was very blessed to have him in my life for 37 years. Charlie, yes. And to make it real simple, he left Cyprus at 16 to get ahead in life. Had a dream to be something, not be poor.
Where did he come from?
Cyprus. Left Cyprus 16, middle of the night on a vessel. Came to America 1929. Started shining shoes. And
Heck of a year to come.
That was the most amazing year and the most difficult year in itself, because when he came here, it was 3 weeks after the stock market crash, So started shining shoes, hitting the ground running.
Where?
On the streets of New York. And,
what part of Manhattan? Was it Manhattan?
Yeah, just the middle, midtown, just midtown area, where he really started. He had an apartment with 6 other Greek guys. He was one of 7 in an apartment. Slept one night a week on a bed, the other nights on the floor, and just kept going forward.
When did he, my grandfather from Avellino, Italy.
Right, I know, you're Italian.
Luigi Calvello, God rest his soul, used to sit and talk to me about life in his own way.
Wow.
And he came here in 1919. When did your grandfather start talking to you about life?
So I was very blessed, because when he retired at 60, I was just about born at that time. So for 37 years, he was my grandfather, but my best friend and mentor. So literally, his entire existence while I was here was literally about talking to me about what he went through, clipping out newspaper articles. He'd read 3 papers a day, anything to do with business or family or investments. He was like my angel, my mentor, but all through life, nonstop. Really amazing.
Did you know what was happening? What was happening? Because one of the principles, there are 15 principles in the book, right?
Sure.
One of them I want to talk about, and I'm curious, when he said this to you, if you knew something powerful was happening, he said, quote, attitude is everything.
Yeah, that was my most
powerful. What do you mean by that?
Because just the way you take on life, every aspect of life, when you get up till you go to bed, is your attitude. You look at attitude towards everything, your relationship, your business, your family, how you take on life, how you perceive life. Attitude's powerful.
Did he say that to you, or did he just live it?
No, he lived it, and he would say to me, he would say clearly this, Mark, your attitude is everything in life, and how you take on life is really how you want to handle everything that comes about you, or how you handle people in general. So it was always about powerfulness of that word, attitude.
What about the whole idea of give 100% of yourself?
Yeah, he was always about being excellent. Be excellent in what you do. Be humble, always be humble, but be excellent, and be proud of what you do, and proud of who you are. He used to tell me when he was shining shoes on the streets of New York, he was proud of the honor of working, the labor that itself was giving an opportunity to make money and help people shine their shoes. And he was happy every week when they'd come back. And he started realizing that do a good job, be happy, and people like that. And he really took pride in that, just from that starting point.
Curious about this, because the next one is about taking mighty risks. How much of a risk to come to this country?
Oh, his life. He said at 16, he literally decided to leave in the middle of the night, worked out with a merchant shipper to feed the animals for a free ride to Greece. His parents didn't know he was leaving, but found out through the villagers. His dad did, came to the island, the dock, and said, son, I know why you're leaving. It's okay, you have my blessing in my heart, make us proud. And he went off on his way. His father told the mother in the morning that he had left. That was the decision to say, I will die trying or stay here. That was more powerful than I could ever imagine in my life, and that's why I've always worked to excel at who I am, because he did that. It's a big, powerful message.
Risks.
Yeah.
Has it influenced the risks you've taken in your professional and personal life?
Me personally?
Yeah.
I think just in general, as an entrepreneur, I've taken a lot of risks, in business. You work hard and believe in yourself, but the big message there is having faith. He had powerful faith in himself and belief around him. Whatever God you believe in or not, just that power of faith. He always felt there was an angel on his shoulder. He was a good person, good soul, and he went through life that way. So I feel with me as well, whatever risks I've taken or obstacles I've overcome, we all have hardships and things have happened, but it's that faith, that belief in yourself, and to be the best you can be, and be excellent.
Faith. Is there a religious piece to that?
It's both components. You cannot be religious but have faith in yourself, faith and belief that things will be okay, that things will work out. That's powerful faith, and the belief in God or whatever you believe in as well, just a higher power. I think both are powerful.
I'm curious about something. My wife and I have this conversation a lot about passion, and we'll talk about the degree of passion that some of us feel for our work and others do not. Is it challenging for you to be as passionate as you are and be around others who are not?
That's funny, because I don't look at it ever that way. That's interesting to put it that way. I am a very passionate person.
Clearly.
Yeah. And one of my chapters is purpose and passion, clearly. But I don't ever have that situation where someone will be like, wow, you're too passionate for me, or just, calm down. it's how I am. You know, if anything, I think it's addicting, and it's actually allows people to take on some of that juice and say, wow, I'm really charged up being around you. So I think it's wonderful, the message I've gotten from people in that way.
Describe your business.
So I'm in the mortgage business for about 13 years. You know, that's my day job. You know, I enjoy it, help a lot of people. I'm licensed on the East Coast, and that's what I love to do right now. And I've been in other careers. I've been an entrepreneur my whole life. But, you know, the real exciting thing is the speaking that I do on stages in high schools and colleges and the book now. It's really an exciting opportunity to share my mentor with the world. That's why I wrote the book, to give him back to the world.
For folks who are losing faith, for folks who say, hey, listen, it is what it is, and I'm not going to change very much, you know, the cards are stacked. They believe that. You say what to them right now?
I tell them that's the fallacy. I tell them what I want you to do is look yourself in the mirror and decide what you want to do with life. Decide you want to change. Decide that where you are today does not determine your destiny. Every place you are in your life, every position you are, wherever you're born, in money or no money, it may be harder for some people to start out, but I truly believe we're on this earth for a reason, and everybody has a gift. They may not find that gift, and that's a shame, even go to their deathbed with it. But I truly believe everyone has a gift. And what I tell people that are in those situations, take life in buckets. Take each bucket separately, your relationship, your business, your kids, you know, your family, whatever it may be. Take one at a time and conquer that. Decide what you need to do to get better. Almost like a mini business plan. But it takes time, sacrifice, and commitment. And there's a lot of other hard words in there, but you need to make the change. You want to make the change instead of complaining.
Your book is a powerful tribute to your grandfather and to all of us who are so influenced by grandparents who came from another country, who came to this great country
Right.
For a quote-unquote better life.
Right.
But they weren't given very much. They went and took it.
Right.
So I want to thank you, Mark.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Well done.
My pleasure.
Okay. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Thanks.
Right after this.